Hey, what's up you guys? Tom is back with another LinScents video. Today we have a fragrance from Lattafa, but before we get into that, just want to say thank you guys again. It is an honor to be playing on one of those electronic devices. Maybe you're watching me on that LG Wing, maybe that Apple iPhone, maybe you're watching me on an iPod. If you are watching me on an iPod, kudos to you, because I didn't know those things can have YouTube on it. Maybe you're watching me at home, at work, maybe on a plane or a train or an automobile. However and wherever you're watching me, it is an honor. And if you guys are new to this channel, you like what you see, hit the subscribe button right there. Make sure you like right there. Notification bells down there. And then comment below. So, before I get into that fragrance real quick now, there's actually been a few of you that have been questioning some of the t-shirts that I've been wearing. I'll leave in the description down below what are my favorite t-shirts. Okay, so the one today that I'm wearing, this is from 32 Degrees. Now, 32 Degrees, they kind of make a lot of different things. A lot of things for men, if you will. Make stuff for women as well, but underwears, t-shirts, pants, all that. But they kind of make these nice, breathable, cool t-shirts. Now, these are the mesh style. These are like, I think, $13 for a 4-pack if you can find them at Costco. But my favorite is they're just a regular cool t-shirt, okay? These are the mesh style. See, these got a little bit of a, you can see through it, okay? The cool is a little bit, it's not see-through, but it's a very nice, comforting t-shirt. You got the short sleeves just like that, nice and tight. Feels good in the stomach, even if you wash it a few times. Those are my favorite. Into the AM, those are good as well. They're not as soft as these, but they're definitely really soft. Target also has some very good plain t-shirts, $6. H&M, those are some of my favorite t-shirts as well. And last but not least, Old Navy has some pretty good crew t-shirts. So I'll leave the description down below, okay? But anyways, we are here to discuss a fragrance, a new fragrance. And I was about to watch a video of this, and I said, you know what? I just need to know how to pronounce this thing, because I don't want to watch the video and kind of get an idea of this. I kind of want to go into this with an open mind, see what it's all about. So we're going to do just that. This one is called Lattafa Asateer. The 3 Asateers right there, okay? So Asateer. You know what? Some of these names are getting borderline exotic, if you will. You got Asateer, a Fuck. I'm pretty sure Fuck You is coming out pretty soon, and all the Fucks are coming out. So, Asateer, who knows what this is all like? Maybe it'll smell like some Asateer. Who knows? But my guy in California was nice enough to give me this one. Bought a lot of fragrances from him though, okay? So do not get that twisted, okay? He does not just send me stuff, okay? And if he does, it's the only one. I'm not getting all the freebies from all the other fragrance houses just yet. Eventually, they will catch on and understand that I'm in business. Anyways, Asateer, okay? Now, go check that guy out too in California. Go check. I got 2 of them that I leave in the description down below that are out of California that are A1 legit all day. We got a couple of them, triple traders, awesome. Again, if you guys are just trying to get some samples, go check out Moses, Chef Kant's. Go check him out. He's definitely better than all the other sample fragrance guys, okay? Better than Fragrance Net and their little wannabe scent box, scent bird sample. Much better than all those, okay? So go check him out as well. But Asateer, nice box, kind of like a nice, soft, almost rubbery feel on the box. Again, boxes really aren't my forte unless they are actually a nice box, but this one has a nice feel to it though. Like, I mean, you would think this might be a plastic thing, but it's actually just a piece of cardboard, but it's got a nice feel. But again, it is all about what's on the inside, the juice. So we pull that out. See if I can smell anything from the outside, see if it didn't kind of maybe break. Now, as much as a nice box is important, presentation of the bottle is very important. This looks actually kind of nice. It actually has a velvety top, this cap. See, it's kind of light. It's not too heavy, but nice velvet right here. Velvet, nice overall rectangle bottle. It's kind of rounded off at the top. There you go. See, kind of rounded off just a little bit up at the top. But there you go. There it is, that Asateer, okay? Now, whatever you do, do not take pictures and upload this thing on your Facebook pages or anything like that naked. Look at that. You can see right there. See, if I was butt naked in front of that, standing there and taking a picture of it, trying to sell it, they are going to see my big old hairy pouch stomach. And they don't want to see that, okay? So here we go. Asateer. The 3 Asateers. Maybe they smell like leather. No? Okay, here we go. Let's spray this away. Thought I'd seen where it says leather on here, but look at that atomizer. Nice wide distribution. Shoots out a lot of juice. Nice pressure sensitive, if you will. Okay, so it is kind of leathery. Now, when you smell it in the air, it kind of comes off like powdery and spicy, slightly sweet, if you will. When you get closer, you do get this leather. And I'm kind of getting like a dry tobacco smell. You know what? This kind of comes off smelling a little bit like red Mancera's tobacco. Just like powdery, a powdery version, and slightly leathery. Because I am getting a slight little bit of what smells like some dry, just like a dry leaf tobacco. Nothing like, okay, there is a slight sweetness coming through, but it's not like a sweet tobacco, okay? It's more of like the sweet tone is coming in just a little bit after that little bit of dry tobacco, okay? So it's kind of got this slight little bit of freshness. Now that could be that little sweetness that I'm smelling that's kind of giving it that fresh vibe as well. But again, I'm kind of getting like this almost red tobacco smell with a slight hint of a little bit of leather, and it kind of comes off a little powdery, if you will. So you kind of get this little tobacco-y smell, kind of powdery, kind of slightly sweet. It's not too sweet, okay? It's just that once you take that really deep breath, okay, you like on your final gasp, you finally get a little bit of that sweetness, okay? Kind of woody. So overall, because I wasn't the biggest fan of red tobacco, yes, it smells great. The tobacco on it is very nice. Where I think red tobacco really shines is in the dry down, with that, when that vanilla starts creeping through. Now again, sometimes I get bored with vanilla, but when it's done right and at the right time, I actually like it. Now in red tobacco, that's the case. That dry tobacco smell that you get almost kind of smells like a cigarette, if you will. This one has a little bit of a powderiness to it. You know what, at first, when I first smelled it, I thought it kind of smelled leathery, but now that I'm really thinking about it, I'm not really thinking it's leather. I think it's just more that dry tobacco that I'm getting. It really does smell like a dry, like just a unlit cigarette. Like when you cut open the paper of a cigarette, you get that little dry, leafy tobacco smell. Slightly woody, it's a little bit powdery, kind of slightly sweet, not too much. Now, as far as projection, this one doesn't project as much, okay? When I first sprayed it, I did get a nice little hint. But again, I'm doing this indoors. To me, this is going to be a fragrance that's better off outdoors and in a nice breezy situation, nice cool environment, okay? Now again, I've always said wear whatever you want in any weather you want. Now, obviously, some fragrances you are not going to want to wear in the high heat, something like this, okay? But you can wear this in any weather situation, but you are going to want somewhat of a breeze. Now, I wouldn't say really super high heat, but if you got anything under like 70 degrees, you got a nice little breeze, it's going to be a pretty good fragrance, okay? Nice little sweater. Maybe you're just wearing a nice little short sleeve because you live in the Midwest and you're kind of used to a little bit of that chilly weather, that like 65 degree, and you still out there with short sleeves. You can wear this with that. Wear this to an outdoor occasion with the fellas. You can wear this at night on a little date night. Again, it's got that tobacco, that sweet, kind of slightly spicy and woody smell. Again, you can wear this on a date night too, maybe with the wifey, going to a nice little bar, if you will. Going to a cigar bar, maybe a hookah lounge, if you will. It's going to be smelling great for that. Now, I wouldn't wear this into the office or anything like that because you're not going to want to smell like dry cigarettes at the office. But even though some of you go back into the office smelling like straight up nicotine, so maybe this would be better off. Maybe spray this after you have a nice drag, if you will. At least you can probably smell somewhat more approachable than a cigarette. But again, this smells like a dry tobacco a little bit. And I'm going to spray this red tobacco just to see if that's kind of what I got. Again, I kind of got this tobacco-y smell over here. Dry tobacco. I'm going to spray this over here. This Tobacco Rouge from Pandora Scents. Go check this one out too. It's a clone of red tobacco from Mancera. Another nice pressure-sensitive atomizer. Now this one's definitely a little bit louder, already in the air. This has a slight little bit of sweetness, but once that little quick sweetness fades and you start smelling that dry tobacco-y, that earthy, woody smell, this one may have a little bit of honey too, maybe that's what's kind of giving that little bit of sweetness. They are slightly different, okay? You can obviously tell that red tobacco has that tobacco in there. Now, between the two, there's like almost like a fruitier note in this one. Now, again, it's been a while since man, this thing's been sitting collecting dust. Some of you guys thought it was red tobacco, but it wasn't. It looks just like it, but let me see if the wifey can kind of, maybe we'll see if the wifey likes any one of these. Wifey, come now. Sometimes you got to add that now at the end to get them to prance. To get them to prance on over. Sometimes you got to add that now. Prance on over. Okay, so this is the red tobacco. I'm going to give her a fresh spray, even though you can see there's nice sheen on here too.
Smell it once I hit the couch.
So this is the red tobacco that she's going to smell right here. Now again, I did a video on this, but I really haven't worn it yet. So.
I like the bottle. It's kind of sweet and
tobacco-y kind of, right?
Smells really good.
Okay, let's see if she likes this one a little bit better. Now, again, I think there's some tobacco in here. It smells, again, kind of like a dry cigarette, in my opinion.
Is it kind of velvet?
It is a velvet. It's like a velvety.
Wow, that one's also kind of sweet and masculine.
It kind of comes off sweet quick. Again, when I smelled in the air, it had like this little bit of sweetness. The sweetness does kind of fade pretty quickly. I'll go back to it again. But now it smells more like kind of earthy, woody, tobacco-y-ish. There's a slight bit of sweet. Now again, obviously some of our noses are different. She might smell sweet where I'm not smelling too much sweet. It's kind of got that, it's not like sweet like candy. It's more of like a syrupy, sticky sweet, like like a cherry syrup or something like that. But it's not too syrupy, okay, if that makes any sense. But if you had to pick between the two, which one do you think smells better?
They actually smell a little similar.
They do smell similar.
I want to go with this one, actually.
So she thinks the red tobacco smells a little bit better.
Although
I was kind of going that route as well.
I enjoy that bottle better.
They're pretty similar. One might have a little touch of sweetness more than the other. Again, this one comes down to personal preference, and it's kind of too close to call. I'm not going to say this one is way better than this one or this one is way better, but they're kind of real similar. So if you got like a red tobacco, I don't really think you need this one. If you got this one, I really don't think you need this one. If you need a different tobacco scent, go try 1821. I like the honey and the sweetness in that one a little bit more, but there you go. Asateer. Again, I think this is a tobacco-y style fragrance. Again, in the air, it kind of smelled like maybe there was leather in there at first, but if there is, it fades pretty fast. And it just comes down to literally like a dry cigarette with a slight little bit of sweetness. Again, it's kind of syrupy sweet. But there you go. That is that Asateer, okay? The 3 Asateers. Cigarette smoke, powder, and sweet. The 3 Asateers. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. If you guys did, hit the likes, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace. Yeah.